Hey guys, it's Sergeant Whiskey, and today I wanted to show off what I'm calling my Command Console Mark 1. Now, I've been integrating this into my station that I've been working on, and I think I've got a few cool features for it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and type in the first command, which is actually displayed on the center monitor here for help. And it doesn't matter which one of these buttons I go ahead and use, both of them will execute the command. Alright, so you'll notice we have a couple other help dialogues. We've got help data and help monitor. We've got lockdown, red alert, undock X, which is undocking a specific ship at a specific USD. We can clear the screen, and app is actually not implemented yet, but it is my anti-personnel pulse. So if another player is in the station, they don't belong here, and they won't leave, you can just activate the pulse, and it should murder them. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and clear this screen so I can show you some of the other commands that I've built in. Alright, one of my favorite commands, and I'm going to show you how things look in astronaut mode here. You'll notice my station looks pretty normal. I've got my crafting zone over here. Yeah, all's well and good. But by typing in one command, we will go from normal to, well, you'll see. Suddenly, not so normal. I was thinking of this red alert mode being something like when in combat, or, something terrible is happening. Kind of like you see in Star Trek, they're in an emergency situation, the red lights start going off. That was my thought anyway. If we had siren blocks or something, I would definitely connect a bunch of those up, but unfortunately, we don't. Alright, I'm just going to turn that off and get the normal lighting back. Alright, so red alert disengaged. Most of my commands do give some kind of feedback here. There are a few I have not set up yet. I'm going to go ahead and do monitor help. Oops, I mean help monitor. There we go. This actually describes how to use the monitors behind me. I need to clear that real quick. That was part of another test. So just by putting monitor clear all, it'll clear all of the monitors. I could have done monitor 5 clear to only clear monitor 5. Okay, now it's cleared, but I have a habit of just clearing all of them, especially during testing. Now, there's a bunch of different parameters we can display on those monitors by default. We've got armor, HP, power shields, and station stats. So I'm going to put a couple of those up there, and then I'll turn around and you can see it. Alright, so you see in monitor 1 we have the station stats. It displays name, mass, block, system, and sector. We've got the shield level of the station. Currently this is a home base and a work in progress. I haven't added shields yet, which is why we're at 0%. Alright, and let's say I just wanted to clear the first monitor. Could come over, do monitor clear. So monitor 1 clear. Did I spell that right? Yes. And spelled something wrong. Oh, monitor. Whoops. This is why I usually clear all. There we go. Monitor 1 is now cleared, but we still have the station shields. Now I'm going to go ahead and clear this screen and get rid of the tutorial here for our monitors. There we go. Now, my station is using a whole bunch of USDs. And I'm still working on a lot of them. Like I said, this station's very much a work in progress. And I can't change these from the console, but there are some things I can change. You'll notice this says dock 7 unavailable, dock 8 unavailable. I've got a ship docked out there. What I can do is one of these commands will actually automatically lock out all of the docks, preventing anyone from docking. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Lockdown engaged. And I'll fly back over here. And you'll notice that the lock has been engaged on all of the USDs. The red lights show to indicate that you cannot dock. And you'll notice all of these screens display lockdown. Now, if I manually unlock it, you'll notice it's available without lockdown again. These are all self-contained logic within the USD. And I'm just sending a signal basically to trip that one block there. But you'll also notice when I do a lockdown, I'm not ejecting my ships. It's still nice and snug there. I figured it'd be pretty bad to lock down the base and then suddenly have a bunch of ships fly off of it. Now up here, you'll notice a door closed. And we've got red lighting. This would normally be blue lighting. This is actually where I've got the warp gate for this system. And since we can't turn warp gates off with logic, I figured the next best thing was to create something like an iris from Stargate. If I go back and disengage the lockdown, we shall see it's open, all the lights are back to being blue, everything's good. All the lights over here back to being green instead of red, which means you can dock. So lockdown and red alert were actually the first commands that I started with. Oh, and I am going to re-engage lockdown real quick because these doors I went through earlier were automatic. With lockdown, not anymore. The doors will no longer open automatically when you try to pass through, and if you open one, you'll notice that there's a faction block, meaning anyone not in the faction cannot manually go through these doors. So it's just another precaution for intruders, and it's kind of fancy. I like it at least. And it's my station, that's what matters. Go ahead and turn that off again. All right, and I've got one more pretty neat thing here. Help data. This displays all of the help for reading and writing data that you can save to other monitors. So, the basic way it works, I'm going to go ahead and clear this screen again. Alright, so if I write something on either the left or right screen, I can then use a command to take that and save it into effectively a memory slot. So for the left screen here, I'm going to write, I don't know, Oops, wrong screen. All right. Now, just so you know how my system works, I've set it up from data 0 to data 7. If you've done any programming, you know that arrays and memory start at 0 location and then count up from there. So there's actually 8 total data slots, but it's 0 to 7. I just thought that would be kind of fun to put, since I am kind of building my own computer here. All right, so the command for placing these where I want them would be, it's going to be right data 0 left for the left screen. And then I'll hit that button, data 0 overwritten from left screen. And then we're going to do data 5 over here, which is basically the same command. Except instead of left, we're going to do right. Okay. Data 5 overwritten from right screen. Now, I'm going to clear this screen. So, let's say we know we have data, we know which one it's saved in. We come over here, and we're going to do read data. So we'll read data 0. Bam! We get it right here on the middle monitor. But now let's say we want to read data 5. What's going to happen is it's going to change this middle monitor, and maybe you wanted to view both. If you want to view both, you're going to have to use these monitors back here. So I'll show you how that's done. So we have read data 0, but then you append that with monitor and the monitor number. So we're going to do data 0 to monitor 1, and it's right here. And we'll do data 5 on monitor 4. Uh-oh. Did I break something? Let's try it on monitor 2. Oh, so there's no data saved? I must have screwed something up here. So one of my data cells is not working the way it should, and I'm going to have to go and correct that. But otherwise, everything works. I'm sure it's just one block I forgot to hook up somewhere. So yeah, this is as far as I've gotten with my station commands. I'm hoping to add a few more. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think. If you'd like me to make any tutorials on how to do this, I'd be more than happy to if there's interest. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. See you next time.